Welcome to the Retrograde video game podcast, where this week we welcome in the Summer Olympic Games.
I can't think of the theme song. My name is Andrew Bascom. With me, as always, is the bad boy of podcasting, Mr. Bebop himself.
Mikey, Aaron, would you like a gold medal?
Which is funny. That is the question a lot of people screw up. They're like, is bronze okay? And like, damn it. Oh, I'm training my whole life.
And here's the thing that they don't tell you about the Olympics.
No, what's that?
You can be on the podium, but before they put the medal on you, they do ask you. It's like in golf. Yeah. When you have to tally up your score, and if you get anything wrong, then you're disqualified from the tournament, even if you win.
Consent is sexy, guys. Would you like this gold medal? I would like this gold medal. Okay.
What did you say? Consent?
Consent is sexy.
Oh, I thought you said consent to sex. And I'm like, you just have to ask people.
No, that's a subliminal message I'm sending out to everybody. So the next time they see me, they're like, yes. I'm like, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm starting a weird sex cult
now. Give me my gold medal. Did you know that gold medals are no longer gold?
No, it doesn't shock me. No, but I did not know that.
They're gold plated.
Yeah, I imagine because then you'd see a lot more of them probably for sale.
I think so.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen one in real life?
I have, yes.
Yeah, it's cool.
It is very cool. It is hard not to... Let's talk about the Olympics in general for a second.
Let's do it, because we will say what we're going to be doing, for those of you who are wondering what the fuck this episode is all about. We're going to be taking a look at some of... we've just randomly selected some Summer Olympic events, and we're going to be determining who of the video game community characters would win gold, silver, and bronze.
Yeah. Yeah, community would be great. Mr. Beast would win this one. Ninja would win this one. Mikey would win this one.
Oh, which one is that? The
stupidest face. Yes, the Olympics.
Well, you'd win the fucking, like, if there were one competition that's like, this guy fucking sucks.
The Olympics are in Paris 2024. I hope everyone is enjoying the beautiful French
bistros,
and the wonderful hospitality of the French people.
Can't wait for you to leave.
Yeah, 100%. That's so funny.
They're like, take the Eiffel Tower with you. We don't want it here.
My player one, we're traveling to France in a couple months.
Oh, yeah, who are you going with?
My player one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
but who else?
Nobody.
Oh, I guess not France.
No,
we're going on vacation together.
What the hell's this?
But I mean, it's a part of the same vacation.
Okay, what's this, GTA? You're hijacking my story here a little bit?
I just want people to know that, like, we have a relationship outside of this podcast.
We do. We will be traveling eventually together, but part of that trip is my player one and I are going to the most romantic city in the world without you. Okay. And
can I watch?
No, it's not. Well, it is a very cuck-centric city, I think, but I don't think this is for you. And my player one loves learning other languages before she travels.
Wow.
She loves to be courteous to other people.
Yeah.
And she did an amazing job when we went to Japan, which was last year because we went to Japan. And she did a really good job. And then she's like, oh, I got to bone up on my French before I go. And I'm like, no, you don't. Because the second you start saying anything in French, they have you ever noticed this, where you go to France and they go like, you're like, bonjour. And they're like, what do you want?
Yes.
And you're like, don't even try. Please don't try.
So
it insults me.
What is it about, I'm teetering on the edge of racism here, but what is it about the French language speaking people that do that? Because they do the same in Quebec in Canada.
Oh yeah, but if you went Quebec to France, they'd be like, please stop.
Yeah.
Please stop.
Yeah.
And it's hard for my English only brain to process, well, that's French and that's French. And it's like, yeah, but it's like if let's say Louisiana English showed up in New York, you'd be like, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
Stop that. Don't do that.
Or Cockney, I think, would be another one.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Like slang is different. Intonation is different.
I don't know. They're very protective of their language.
Yeah. So. But I definitely have had that before. I've experienced it when I went to Spain. I was doing my best to know keywords because I like your player one, feel uncomfortable not knowing the language. I don't like to impose on locals and be like, no, you speak my language. It's such a North American thing.
Oh yeah.
I really hate it, but
I don't learn the language. I just get louder. I'm just like, you don't understand? Water. And they're just getting louder. Like I get it now. Now they yell at me.
I point at them a lot.
Yeah, I point like my mouth. I point at my mouth. Like, look at it. Look.
Because in my mind, if they don't know English, it's a stupidity problem.
Yes.
No, but in Spain, I remember you'd go into some places and it wasn't because they were rude. It was because they were trying to make it easier for you and move you through the line, where I'd be like, whatever you say. What's the translation of hello?
Hola.
That's the good one to start with.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, hello, sorry, hola. And I would try to start a sentence and they're like, English or Spanish. They just look at me so.
Pick one and hurry.
Because I would start with Spanish and then it'd be like, and I'd be like, sorry, what? And they're like, which one do you want? I've got somewhere to be. Yeah.
Well, like we said, the Paris Olympics are now beginning or coming up here.
Yeah.
And it's always exciting, especially, in a beautiful city like France. Some of the venues look incredibly beautiful. Like the beach volleyball is right underneath the Eiffel Tower.
That's cool.
The view is only the Eiffel Tower. If you are
on beach volleyball, there's a couple other views.
Absolutely. Sell those swinging dicks. What are you talking about? If you're a swimmer, you get to swim down the absolutely disgusting Seine River. Avoid literal poop. That's fun. It's a beautiful city to do. And so we had to think, we're in the Olympic spirit.
Yeah.
I had to think, how does this apply to this insanely stupid podcast we do?
And we racked our brains for 30 seconds before
Yeah, we did.
We want to get into the Olympic spirit. Are you an Olympic fan? When the Olympics come around, do you all of a sudden find interest in floor gymnastics or something like that?
Yes. The answer is yes, except I'm the laziest version of that. Like in the last couple of years, there has been a lot of Olympics that are 10 plus hours away in a time change.
Yeah.
And so those ones get a little bit, my national pride gets a little bit dampened by sleepiness. Where this one being 6 hours away, you're like, oh yeah, okay, cool.
I can do that.
Yeah, I can do that. I can wake up at 8 in the morning to watch something or, stay up a little bit later.
Here's the thing. I'm not going out on a limb to say that the Olympic Committee is wildly corrupt. That
it's the first time here.
They're not looking after their athletes.
Okay.
They also, though, what's worse than just being corrupt is not knowing how to market yourself.
Yeah.
And making it so that pretty much you win a medal and you get money. If not, your whole camp, your whole 4 years of preparation goes down the drain.
4.
Yeah. Your whole life. Your whole life. What they need to do, and I'm just going to give them this idea.
Okay.
And I'm sure other people have had this idea.
What's grandstanding here? It's on a soapbox.
I'm on my soapbox. The issue I have is it's so easy to get into sports you don't understand nowadays. Why?
Absolutely.
Because there's a documentary for fucking everything.
Yes.
Formula One Drive to Survive proved that it worked. It works in full swing. The golf show, I think, pretty well. The tennis show, I'm a little bit... The Tour de France show, I still don't fucking understand what is going on in that sport.
They're biking.
But they're biking. I don't understand how it's a team sport. I just don't get that.
Yep.
And if you're the fastest, you're the fastest. Why are you slow? I don't know. Anyway, I know someone else is explaining to me.
Yeah.
Speaking of France, why isn't there a lead up to the Olympic Games, where you've been following the training camps of certain athletes to make you care about the narratives? I don't understand.
There was that famous ad for the two, oh man, I'm going to screw it up now. The two Bryans or whatever it was, which was the two, it's not Brian, but the two decathlon, there were two Americans were the greatest Americans going into that sport, and Nike based a whole advertising campaign around them. And then they both fucking flamed out in the Olympics.
True.
And I think there's a part of that where you go like, unless it's Michael Phelps or Simone Biles is also back again, which is blows my mind. Her competitors are 20 years younger than her.
Yeah.
And she's back. Outside of those, I think part of the Olympics is creating these new
But why do
stars.
it at the Olympics? You know what I mean? Like
well, because you don't know, you sometimes don't, like other than like Katie Ledecky, an American swimmer who has the 20 fastest times of all time.
Yeah.
She is literally the sport at this point.
But there are ways that these documentaries do it well. They film enough and enough people that they can find narratives. Who is the Damon? The golfer? Damon? What's his name? The bucket hat.
Yeah. He was in full swing, and
he was
like,
in full swing, and he's like 150th ranked golfer in a non full swing world. He is this is not a shot at him. He admits it himself. He's a nobody.
He's just another golfer.
However, this show made him a celebrity. I was at the RBC Open, which was in Canada, a few months ago, and he was the most popular person there in a field with Rory McIlroy teeing off and Zach Johnson. There were very famous golfers there. He was the celebrity. The show can make the celebrity and make us interested in them, win, lose, or draw. Yeah. That's still a narrative. I don't know why they don't do that, because that would get me interested. I would tune into javelin if there were a good enough story. It feels ripe for that. But
and considering what the broadcasters pay to, like, it's billions of dollars to put on the Olympics, I'm surprised they wouldn't put that money into it to, like, make you care about maybe more of a niche sport.
Yeah.
People will watch basketball. They'll watch sprinting. They'll watch swimming. And to maybe, you're right, like javelin or something like that.
Yeah,
or,
yeah.
Hammer throw or something like that. Where you're like, that'd be probably very interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know. And also this year for Peacock, which is the NBC equivalent on
That's what I do when I go to all the clubs, Andrew.
Yeah. You peacock around?
Oh, my bright pink and orange shirts. I stick feathers in my asshole. You can't see those ones.
No, yeah.
That's just for daddy.
But you could tell.
You could tell.
That there are so many hours of recaps that they have to do.
Yeah.
Like thousands and thousands of hours for specific sports. They're using AI Al Michaels. So Al Michaels, and people said it sounds like unbelievably good.
That's insane.
Because there are so many hours of recaps that they need to record. Al Michaels being 81 years old is probably, first of all, even if he was 31 years old, was not able to do it.
Yeah.
And so they're doing it and it's like, it's all
I'd be very
now.
curious to see what that contract looks like, because that makes a ton of sense. Also, what does that mean for the future of sports broadcasters?
Yeah.
Not just clip recaps, but for broadcasting the sport. I bet you AI could probably do it as well.
I know. Well, but I play video games, as you know.
You do?
And
you should start a podcast.
Yeah, it's a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
We could talk about the Olympics the whole time.
This is a prequel to like the whole thing. It's like, and we should start now. Welcome to the Retrograde. Is the announcers in these sports games are bad.
Yes.
So like if that is the hope for this, I don't have a lot of hope.
Yeah.
It's also cheap.
But the thing is, that's never been AI. That's been pre-recorded and then set to when Crosby gets the puck. You do this. When Joakim Noah gets the ball against the UCLA Bruins in the NCAA finals.
Is this coming sequentially after the 2000s draft?
Yes.
Okay. So we can talk about a video game here for a second too. I want to talk about it. You got to knock it off with the NCAA basketball show.
Why?
Because you know one specific memory.
I know so much about the NCAA.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who won last year?
That would be like Duke was involved in the tournament. I mean, I'm just saying they're involved in the tournament.
Actually,
they played basketball last year.
They played basketball last year. Yeah.
Wake Forest, the Demon Deacons, also played basketball last year.
They do play basketball. No, who won last year?
Are you talking about? Are you talking about Louisville?
I know. So that's so funny. I would be talking about Louisville, but no, they didn't win. No.
Oh, because I was thinking they did win games that season.
Do you know that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, for sure. And then the Final Four was so good.
Name one of the four teams. I'll give you. Don't even have to name the winner. Name one of the four teams
that made the Final Four.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny actually because they made their way through the Sweet 16 first and the Elite Eight.
Mm-hmm. You're not answering my question.
No, I'm getting to that.
I don't think you're.
Because for me, it's all about the brackets.
Yeah.
And putting all the teams in.
Yeah.
Just the organization of it.
You have no idea. You couldn't even possibly even guess.
I mean, I know for sure that North Carolina wasn't there.
Very good.
That's an obvious one, obviously. I just have to, it's process of elimination. And that's how the tournament is run. It's process of elimination.
It is. Yeah. So in the spirit of the tournament. In
the spirit of the tournament, because.
Could I tell you, they won back-to-back years.
Wow.
So last year and the year before.
Yeah, no, I know. And it was so impressive. And I actually had them in my bracket too.
Mm-hmm. So you won your bracket?
Yeah.
Wow.
I got most of it right. I really wanted the Florida Gators to win, but Joakim Noah doesn't play on them anymore.
No, he doesn't play any basketball whatsoever.
Al
Horford's on the Boston Celtics.
On the Boston Celtics, and he used to play for
like a 19-year
Gators.
veteran.
He's a 19-year veteran. They beat the UCLA Bruins. They probably went past UConn. Emeka Okafor wasn't in this year's tournament.
No,
and he's saying that's a fact.
Yeah, he's been retired for so many years.
Yeah, which is a shame because he was so good on the UConn Huskies when they played together.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't think we need to belabor this point too much more at this point. But
so you have no idea who won, eh?
Well, I don't. At this point, I don't think you know because you're asking me. Like, why are you asking me so hard?
I do.
No. Why are you so fixated on this?
I just find it funny that you're just word vomiting.
I'm not word vomiting.
Okay. You know what's so funny? You said the team name too.
UConn Huskies.
Yeah, the UConn won back-to-back.
That's why I said the name. That's why I talked about Emeka Okafor.
Yeah. Do you know a local kid was on that team too? Actually, a Toronto kid was on those teams with Emeka Okafor. Denham Brown. I was at his game in high school where he scored 100 points in a high school game.
Really?
Yeah.
Does he play all of his games in Denham? And why is it Brown? Did he shit himself?
Yeah, yeah. It's like the medieval times where our names are literal to what we did. Look at this fucking denim brown guy, because he's covered in shit.
Call him brown denim. That's like recently in a recent episode we were talking about like gimp outfits. I was picturing brown leather. And
You're a gimp in brown leather,
looking like an old boxing glove or something.
In old medicine, in old like those heavy medicine balls, they just used to stuff a human being in this.
Exactly.
How heavy are you? 80 pounds? Perfect. 80 pounds. Here we go.
But you said that, so this is coming after the 2000s draft.
Yeah, so there's a game I want to talk about, because I said in the last one that I was like, oh, we were talking about Cyberpunk, and I was like, unsure. And then the second game I've been playing on my PS5, if you're not listening to these sequentially, I've got a PS5 recently, and I've been going back to try and play games that people have volunteered. And this is one that I said I was going to play on the podcast. And I also have a very big emoji of, I don't know.
He's scratching his beard.
Alan Wake 2.
Oh, okay. Let's get into it, Andrew.
This is one of the games of the year?
Okay.
Wow.
Continue.
Interesting. This game is okay, so super atmospheric. The story's very interesting. I love once again, I've not finished the game. I am only probably a quarter way through. I think based on the number of hours.
Yeah.
I really like
without spoiling, where roughly are you? Can you say that?
I've defeated Nightingale, or at least I think I have.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And he's now gone, and the world is opening up a little bit outside of the few areas that you got in the beginning of the game that last a very long time.
Yeah.
I think you're 10 hours into that original murder scene.
Yes.
So I really like the Alan Wake idea of there's a narrator that you're reading the script pages from and stuff like that. I found that to be a very cool little twist.
Yeah.
It is also Twin Peaks to a T, not because of the weird stuff, because of like the diner and the way the diner's built, and like
100%.
the conversations you have. I'm like, oh, this is like, they've
been unapologetically Twin Peaks,
which I think is awesome, and what a great place to do an homage from. You know what I mean? The only thing that I'd say is like this game is so not handholdy to the point of frustration, where there are a number of times I've been walking around sites, I'm like, well, now what do I do? And so much so that like I find it, and one of them, the part that is really frustrating is, okay, then I'm going to go to my mind palace.
Oh yeah.
And then you go like, okay, nothing. And then you go, I'm going to walk around a little bar. Then you go back to the mind palace. You're like, these pictures? I'm like, these weren't here a second ago. I feel like they're trying to drive me crazy a little bit. Where like Alan Wake is like, we're doing psychological terror to the user itself. And I'm like, oh, of course. What should happen is there should be a little dot in the corner going like, your mind palace can be updated. True. And then you should be able to do it, because this separation of these two worlds is very interesting. And I find that to be like a cool thing, that there is a physical space inside of your brain that you can do stuff with. But then the other side of it is they don't really talk to each other. It's your brain.
Yes.
Your brain would say something. And so I'm just find myself circling the same campsite 3 times. And then I go, well, I've already checked my brain. Oh, let's check my brain again.
Yeah.
Oh, there is stuff. Oh, thank you, brain. Appreciate it.
I definitely did have those moments in it where it's not hand-holdly in terms of how to play the game, but you're right in terms of direction.
Yeah.
So have you been able to play as Saga and Alan Wake so far?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a little bit, yes.
Yeah. And so the Mind Palace thing, I take it you're not a huge fan of?
I think it's an interesting concept that I'm getting more comfortable with. I just find the disconnect between the two worlds and when you're supposed to go to each, which is an independent thing that you can do as a user. I think that's really interesting. They just need to make that a little bit smoother.
So sorry, when we're talking about the different worlds, are you talking about Saga's world and Alan Wake's world, or the Mind Palace
and the real world?
And
the real world.
Yeah.
I would say that part doesn't really work for me. It's a really beautiful looking game. I really like, I like the way that they've designed the characters, that they are realistic but not realistic. Like there is an element of animation that I like about it. I find the combat to be disappointing. Yeah. I think also it does one of the things that this is one of the parts that I'm surprised you liked about it, because the scares in the game are almost essentially out of no building, but like going like, we're going to go back to the site. And then it's like a black and white going, and you're like this, and you're like, okay.
Wait a second. That is my least favorite part of the game.
Okay. I think it's so stupid.
It is the dumbest thing. That it's a reason why I'm maybe not interested in playing the DLC if that shit exists in it. I said that like, that was literally my biggest complaint with the game, was the jump scares that come out of nowhere.
Yeah, and maybe there'll be an answer to this, because it kind of progresses. You and I were talking about this earlier, that like we talk about TV and movies where they watch it and they go, this needs a joke here.
Yeah.
This feels like they played the game and they go, it's not scary enough.
Yes. Yeah.
Should we just go, bleh, like this? And the other one too is the enemies sometimes come out of thin air and you kind of go like, okay, so
that I disagree with. So what you're talking about is when you're in Alan Wake's like kind of night New York sort of thing, and there's shades everywhere.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
is that what you're talking? Is that
no? Even earlier in Saga's story, like again, this is pretty early in the game, so I don't think I'm ruining anything. But it's like they're in a general store, and you look up and a deer bursts out of nowhere.
Oh yeah,
and you go, that
deer,
shit
sucks. That shit
cool.
Sucks.
And then a character bursts through a wall, and you're like, so wait a second. Later in the game they'll come out of the mud, or that's okay. That's fine with me. That feels more of a thing. This one popping out of thin air, I'm like, you didn't earn this.
So I thought you were talking about something else. I totally agree.
Yeah,
I think it's the equivalent of like a Call of Duty clown closet when enemies just come out of nowhere. Except there's an added stress of it being a pop scare.
Yes,
which sucks.
Yeah,
the deer. I know exactly which part you're talking about with the
very large cultist
with the deer face on his head. But when you're playing as Alan Wake and you may not have
maybe not
traveled too far in there, up until the point that I was at where you're in the game, I'm like, this game is totally fine. It's fine.
Yes.
Going to the Night City as Alan Wake was when I started to like the game.
Okay.
There's this element where there are shades everywhere. And they're whispering to you. And I would play a lot with headphones on so I wouldn't disrupt my player one. Yeah. And it was so you could hear it like it's surround sound. And they like whisper to you as you're walking by, and you shine your light at them and they kind of dissipate. But every so often they can attack you.
Yeah.
And you don't know when. So there's these weird standoffs where you're just looking at like a group full of shadows and you're like, are you guys going to attack me? Because I don't want to waste a bullet just to see. So I'm like, I also have limited batteries, and you shine your light and they kind of sit there and then they just dissipate and they're like, oh, and that is a tension I've never felt in games before because it's a mechanic I've never seen. That was one of the big selling points, but you're right that the generic feeling of the game of Saga's story early on is tough to get around.
It is. And it's the same thing. I was talking about Cyberpunk last week, or we were talking about Cyberpunk last week. And I think it's the same thing where I'm going to keep going. Of course I'm going to keep going. But it's just not like the thing where you go, I played 3 hours. I can't believe how good that was. After 25 minutes, every time I go, oh, okay.
This one I do highly recommend you push through because as many problems as I had with the game, it was very, very enjoyable by the end of it.
The acting's very good, by the way.
The acting is good.
Yeah.
The thing I didn't get as much out of though was the story. It wasn't perfect to me.
Yeah.
What I like is the atmosphere. Everything else is kind of secondary. And we've talked about this a lot where people are looking at Alan Wake like it's the second coming of narrative storytelling. And I'm like, I don't know, guys. Like it's good. It's okay. But Twin Peaks is better. And this is paying homage to Twin Peaks. Like, what are we talking about here? But all in all, I think it's great. And by the way, you're playing a version of the game where the jump scares have been toned down.
Oh,
the
really?
one I played, and it was like 2 weeks after I beat the game that they toned them down, and I was furious about it.
That's so funny.
But no, stick with it, and I think the trappings of like the Mind Palace and stuff were bad. I would love to have skipped through that. Like even the placing of the photos to pass the narrative is like, just do this for me.
The fact that I go like, I put it and they go, not there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't care. This is a story. Just tell me
I truly don't care.
And then you have to do the thing where you have to zoom in and go like, okay, I have to read it and go, okay, which one? It's not like the story's not going to be told if I don't do it. These are all like really weird niche things that I'm just complaining about.
But no, not really. Because here's the thing. In order to progress the puzzle element of the narrative, you need to place, this is for people who haven't played Alan Wake, you have this like Charlie from It's Always Sunny with all of his photos, strings and everything.
Cards.
And you progress the story and it'll give you new clues as to what to do when you put a photo with a clue on it next to an element of the storyboard that makes sense. So it's like, oh, there's one area where it's like the murder weapon. And you're like, oh, there's
cultist symbols.
And you're like, okay, well, I'm going to put the knife next to murder weapon or something. And that's going to tell the game that I know what it is. And then we can progress. Here's the issue. When you put the knife next to murder weapon, now you have Saga being like, the murderer used a knife. And I knew that. And I'm like, no. Don't tell me that.
Yeah.
I put it there because I know.
I know. Do you not know?
Don't waste my time.
You just did that.
Don't waste my time.
We're in the same boat here. It drives me crazy. Also, like that wall is like the TARDIS where it just kind of keeps getting bigger and bigger. I'm like, how big is this wall?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it's just
yeah.
like there are hundreds of photos on
Yeah.
this thing. One of this is two really niche things that we can get to the Olympics, but is which is probably what the athletes are saying. Like, let me talk about this for a second, then I'll get to the Olympics. Is that some of the photos you have that you've taken? It says like a hello, my name is sticker, and it says later. Like you can't access it now till later. The only time you ever see those photos is when you can access them. So
True,
like it's not like there's a stack of photos or stuff, and you go, I can't get to that now.
Yeah.
They go later now. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. And you're like,
So what happened?
Why
What
was
did I
the
do
point?
to make this photo develop in front of my eyes?
And that's the gap that I'm having with the Mind Palace thing, where it's like, not now. And I go, okay, I'll respect what you said. And they go, no, it was actually now.
Now
and you're
it is.
oh,
You walked 4 more steps.
That
and now
hurts
you
my
can do
head
it.
so much. And the other one too is your partner, who very much is Max Payne.
Yeah, Sam Lake. Yeah.
Since you pointed it out, I'm like, holy shit, that's Max Payne.
I mean, Max Payne was modeled off of Sam Lake, who is the founder of Remedy or something along those
something like
lines.
that.
And the I'm not going to say anything to ruin it, but his character and the way he shows up is so fucking good in this game. Yeah.
Okay, that's good, because I was going to say the only thing that's very frustrating too is I'm circling this campsite multiple times, and why would in the world would they not have him over the radio being like, have you checked your Mind Palace?
Yeah.
Or something like that. Or going, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
Like it is to the point that I'm like, you have somebody else there. It takes you completely out of the game that you're just like, clearly I'm just now a video game, just walking around going like whatever, you know.
Now that I know the part of the game that you're describing, I did have the exact same issue of not knowing where to go and looking at the map and being like, wasn't I fucking already there? Like
I discovered so much of the map because early on I couldn't figure out what to do. So when later they're like, oh, there's a cabin. I'm like, I know, I've been there. Like I've been there multiple times. I've already found all the ripped up letters and stuff.
So we'll move on to the Olympics, but
Olympics.
What I'll leave you with is you're at by far the worst part of the game.
Okay, well, that makes me feel better.
It gets much better pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And I really recommend you stay with it. Kind of like commit to playing it when you have not 25 minutes, but like 2 hours.
Yes.
And that'll get you to the point when you feel like playing the game.
It was just so funny because when the autopsy happens and Nightingale, who is a murder victim and has his chest split open and his heart's in a different room, he sits up in the autopsy table.
Yes.
I was totally in. I'm like, that's very scary. I like it a lot, and it teaches you about hiding in the light. In this game. And my player one had just worked, I think 20 straight hours, had been up for 20 straight hours. And at the end of the night, I'm like, okay, then he sits up and his heart's in another room. And I just was like, oh, he's so scary. And then the sheriff disappears. And then I'm doing the thing, and I probably drank water like a child, like, okay. And then she's like, yes, very good.
You have like a Kool-Aid mustache.
Yeah, I'm just like, okay, that was really good. Okay, let's go home.
I had a similar situation recently with my player one. We were in the car and I was explaining.
Good, trapped. Nice. Yes.
She couldn't go anywhere. And I was explaining something about, it was something about Rock Band or Guitar Hero. We were listening to a song that I really liked, and I was explaining why I knew the song from the game. And I went full like, quote unquote Mind Palace, like you did. And I was just like explaining the reasons why I'm like, because at this point in the song, I was like, oh, I get to this point, I just couldn't do it. But like, that's what made me actually really appreciate this part. And she's like, and I just stopped talking. And I basically had to be like, I'm done now. She's like,
oh, good. Yeah. Oh, nice. Okay. I'm
and then I realized I was like, yeah, that must have sucked to have to listen to. Yeah. So let's talk Olympic Games.
Olympics.
I want to win. Brown.
Brown. Wow.
For the 3 people who get that reference. Oh, quickly, actually.
Yes.
Shout out to the Nintendo Switch. That has just become the longest lasting home console of all time without a successor.
Wow.
As of July 11th, it has gone 2,687 days without a replacement. And the NES held that for 34 years prior to it.
Wow, that's amazing. I wouldn't have guessed it was the NES before that. That's very interesting.
And Game Boy, although, it's not a home console necessarily, but that went 12 years without a replacement. So,
yeah. I also the Switch, very loosely a home console too. But
true. No, good point. Yeah.
Interesting. Wow, good for it.
So the
gold medal to it.
A gold medal to the Nintendo Switch. Now a silver medal
to the NES.
Yeah. We're Ross Ribley-Audioing the NES by taking away its gold medal.
God. No one is going to get that reference.
You get it.
Oh, I get it. Yeah. He smoked weed.
The Canadian snowboarder who won gold, and they took it away because he smoked weed. That's wild.
You're like, how dare you?
Yeah.
A snowboarder smoking weed?
It's
not
also
in our games.
Really impressive that he won it's like you have to do something where you go fast on weed. I'd be like, no thanks.
Yeah, do anything.
I'd be like, that was the world record, right? They're like, that took you 25 minutes.
You're halfway through. You got to keep going.
So the events that we're going to focus on, we're going to do the 100-meter dash. We're going to do the high jump. We're going to do swimming. We're thinking 25 meters.
Yeah,
like
it's a short sprint. Yeah.
Boxing, gymnastics, and archery.
Yeah.
Andrew, you want to start with the poster boy of the Summer Olympics, which I believe is a 100-meter dash.
I would say that is the premier event. I think it works for so many reasons because it's short. So everyone just tune in that one moment. I think it also helps I think that's true in general that it is the premier event. And it also helped, as Canadians, because we had a lot of success early on.
Donovan Bailey.
In our life. Yeah, with Donovan Bailey. And
Ross Ribliotti.
Ross Ribliotti, who thought he was running. But Canadian sprinters in general have been very good. Even Andre DeGrasse, is really, really good still. He was
Andre DeGrasse Tyson, they call him.
Yeah, 100%.
Because he's out of this world.
Andre DeGrasse was the strand that Ross Ribliotti was on. Wow, I hope people like that.
No.
But it is a premier event because it is like tune in at 7 o'clock, 7:07, it's done.
Yeah.
So it's a good one. So we're gonna come up with the video game characters. Let's brainstorm a little bit. What video game characters do you think would be good at the 100-meter dash?
I think let's go one for one here.
Okay.
And we'll say
there's a number one with a bullet.
I think there is a number one with a bullet. You want to just say it right off the bat?
Yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic the Hedgehog is the gold medal.
He goes fast.
He goes fast. That's
blue
what
blur.
He's known for. It's what he's known for. I'm gonna propose that if a character podiums or medals, I guess they would call it, in anything, they can't medal in another event.
I love this idea.
Okay,
I
good.
love this idea.
It'll force us to think a little bit.
Yeah, maybe creative. Yeah.
So, here's one that I considered: Tracer from Overwatch.
I had Tracer on my list as well.
Did you really?
Tracer, great one.
Great one.
I think she can represent Great Britain. I think.
Oh yes, she can.
That'd be good. I don't think we should really get into the country of representation.
I was
Sonic representing Luxembourg. What the fuck? They paid him a lot of money, I guess. Okay.
Russia, he's doping.
Yeah.
He's doping.
Oh no. Well, he wouldn't be at the Olympics then. Okay, here's a couple I have. I would have had Miles Morales from Spider-Man.
Okay.
He's very fast in that game.
Miles Morales, I actually have
later
in a couple spots I consider putting him. And I definitely have him somewhere else, but I don't disagree. I'm going to propose Faith Connors from Mirror's Edge.
Okay, I have Faith Connors in a bunch of spots.
Okay, good.
Yes.
I think she warrants being in a bunch of spots. Yes. Mirror's Edge, obviously the first-person parkour game.
Yes.
So I would be okay not having her here because I don't know that it's a dash that is her
right.
what she's most known for.
I have an area which I feel very comfortable.
I think
in
you and I maybe on the same page there. Who else are you thinking?
I have Vega from Street Fighter.
I can see that. Was he a sprinter?
He was a sprinter, but he's very fast.
He's very fast.
100 meters is not a long way, so maybe
That's true.
Yeah.
I think also like worst case scenario, he just stabs someone in the Achilles or something like that with his claws.
Wouldn't hurt.
It
couldn't hurt.
In fact, I think it would help.
Yeah, he might Nancy Kerrigan him. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Tonya Harding. Why? With Daniel Galooly.
Richard Jewell himself. How about this one, Andrew? Picking from off the board.
Yeah.
Bo Jackson from Tecmo Bowl.
Oh, that's a great one. Absolutely. I didn't even think of a sports game for this one. I thought in other ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, because think of what are the fastest players of all time in sports.
I thought maybe Michael Vick from NFL.
Michael Vick's a great choice.
Yeah.
I was thinking Chris Johnson too. Chris Johnson forever. CJ 2K would he was always the fastest player. So man, that's a good one too. Man, that's all I had for the 100 meters because
so I'm good. So
okay.
do we want to place them? We've already said gold.
Gold is Sonic.
It
has to be.
So between silver and bronze, I think we leave Faith Connors out of this one.
I think so.
Like
too.
I said, I kind of like the Tracer pick.
I like Tracer at silver.
She's
I don't think anyone could beat her.
Cheating,
yeah,
but you know, Winston's her coach in the corner there.
Yeah.
He's representing the moon.
Oh no, the moon.
Oh no.
They all come in with the moon flag. They're walking down.
Just someone's butt.
Yeah,
That's
look at the moon.
Sick, dude. That'd be sick. I want to play for the moon. And then
what do you want to do last?
Bronze. Who are your other picks on that?
I had Vega and I had Miles Morales. You had Bo Jackson. That's a good one.
I kind of like Bo Jackson because I think Miles Morales, he is fast, but I think there's another spot for him that might be better suited.
Okay.
I'm gonna petition for Bo Jackson on this one.
I like that. I didn't have that on my list. I like that one.
Okay,
so Bo
perfect.
Jackson. So of course, the video game Olympics 2024 for the 100 meters representing Luxembourg. They're graduating. is Sonic the Hedgehog in gold, with the gold, Tracer with the silver, and Bo Jackson.
And that takes them out of contention for the other podiums. But I think this is a good podium for us to start out with.
A very good podium.
Also, Andrew, I don't know if did you watch the race?
It's too fast.
It was really fast. I paid close attention. I slowed it down. There was one DNF in this category.
Oh, really?
Sam Porter Bridges from Death Stranding tried, but he was overburdened and he just kept tripping everywhere. It was really sad to watch. He trained so hard for it, but then he had like 200 kilograms of weight on him, and he just fell over sideways.
All this black goo just kept reaching up with hands and grabbing him by the leg.
Tracer just jumping over it. He's there.
I'll say something a little cheeky. See you later, love.
Or actually, I do remember at one point, though, one of the black goops did grab her leg, and she just reversed out of it.
Oh, that's really
smart.
Just
blinked forward again.
Yeah.
It was an impressive turnaround.
That's amazing. Congratulations to the 100 meters, all the participants, even the ones that didn't finish.
Yeah, he actually had everyone's medals as well in his packs, and he had to deliver them.
So we're still waiting. Just still waiting at the end, tapping their foot, Sonic the Hedgehog style. Yeah.
Someone's got to help him with that delivery. Let's go to the next category, Andrew. You want to do high jump next?
High jump, let's do it. High jump, I think a very good video game category.
It is.
Because there are a lot jumping, big essential to video games.
It is. It's a massive it's a massive category, a massive mechanic in video games.
All right. Well, let me float out two people here.
Okay.
Mario and Luigi.
I think you have to consider them.
Yeah. And Luigi classically a bigger jumper than Mario.
That's it. I was thinking the same. It would be hard to have Mario in a jumping category with Luigi ahead of him, but I think especially Super Mario 2, the one that was a reskin of Doki Doki Panic. His skill, I'm pretty sure, is jumping higher than Mario, which is that's impressive. So worth considering for sure. I'm going to immediately go back to your pick for the 100-meter dash, Miles Morales.
Yeah.
He has a charge jump.
Yes.
He's going to fucking nail this.
So they both have a charge jump. I had Peter Parker on here. But
cool.
we can go with one or the other.
Okay.
We just did Mario and Luigi. So let's just say Peter Parker and Miles Morales.
Peter Parker, Miles Morales.
I have Ezio Auditore del Firenze from Assassin's Creed.
Ezio does show up on my list later.
Okay.
Now, is it the jumping high or is it the...
I have him in another category as well.
Okay, so I think we want to leave him because I'm pretty sure...
Just floating him out right now.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I have one here because I did have Mario as well. And I think one of the good things about Mario is like, I was thinking, man, it would be great if there were a triple jump category. But I think he's so good. He just triple jumps up to the high bar because that's his highest jump anyway.
Yeah. I have Samus Aran.
That's a good one.
For Metroid.
Samus jumps very high in Smash Bros. As well.
Yeah.
And maybe can do one of those like super jumps that she does in Smash Bros.
I have Chun-Li.
Chun-Li's great. She's got those strong legs.
Yeah, very strong legs. And then I have Faith. Faith Honors from
Faith
Mirror's
could be
Edge.
high as well. Again, I don't know if it's the high jump as much. Here's one I'd like to consider as well. Torrent from Elden Ring.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
That's the horse.
Oh, wow.
The horse has a double jump. Without it,
horse has a double jump?
All horses do. You don't... Oh, that's so funny. You did...
All horses have a double jump?
Did I stutter?
So they jump once and then they jump again?
In the air.
In the air.
Using nothing but their own volition. You didn't know horses could do that?
I did not
You
know
also
that.
thought horses laid eggs.
Yes, I did. Wow, that's
a deep cut.
3-year-old joke.
A 3-year-old joke, but it's still worth bringing up because I feel like you don't get horses whatsoever.
No, I don't get horses. I'm so glad the bit's dead.
Yeah.
Pun
intended.
Yes, I didn't understand that. No, I didn't know horses have a double jump.
Yeah, all horses can double jump.
I didn't know that. That's very impressive.
Torrent in particular. So the...
Do you have anyone else? Or you get?
No, Miles Morales, Mario, Torrent. I think that's it from my perspective. So now we just have to place them, right?
Okay.
Do you have any others to throw out?
No, I said all mine on there. Is it what? Wait.
I'm just wondering, is it cheating? So I would rather do Miles Morales than Peter Parker because Miles Morales is more of a video game character, like less fleshed out outside of the realm of Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Other than Spider-Verse and comic books.
Yeah, which is relatively new, and they were kind of growing up at the same time. Really, like Miles Morales came into the game world and kind of has his own unique story that was evolving alongside the comics and the movie.
All right. So you'd rather have Miles Morales on this list?
I think so.
Okay.
Now Mario and Luigi.
Luigi can jump higher.
I think so.
So we'd use Luigi. I think.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Now, where do we
Of course
put...
you would, you Luigi ass little bitch.
Listen, anyone who looks like Luigi is just better.
Yeah. Us Luigis.
Us
think
Luigis.
that, yeah.
We want you to fuck our wives. We want to play second fiddle to someone cooler than us.
Yeah, yeah.
And we want to be scared of ghosts.
Yeah. Hey, check.
Check, check, check.
Yeah, 100%.
Actually, that's the country Luigi's representing.
You Czech?
Yeah.
Czech Republic?
Yeah. Or Czechia?
Czechia, sorry.
Yeah.
I keep doing that.
Well, they've got to make up their fucking minds.
You got like 1 or 2 more in you, and that's it.
Never has there been a place where I've had to relearn what they are.
I'm just becoming a boomer in some way. Like, okay, I'm going to give you one more chance at this. You change one more thing about you, and that's what I'm just using you as for the
How
rest
about
of your
this? You know what I'm going to refer to Czechia as?
What?
They.
No, that'd be respectful, probably. Yeah. That doesn't work that way.
Well, then I'm not going to say that.
Yeah.
It.
Yeah.
Okay, so and then for the third spot, you had Faith. You had
I have Ezio,
Ezio.
Samus, Chun-Li, and Faith. So who do you want to give the gold to? Let's work backwards.
Okay, let's do that. It would be tough to have a character who is known for their jumping not be gold for this.
Yeah, and you're saying Luigi?
I think Luigi.
Yeah, okay. So if we do Luigi at gold medal, that's fine. We'll do Miles Morales silver then.
Okay, that works for me.
And then Samus?
I could see Samus.
But that takes Samus out of other categories. Is that okay?
I think that's okay.
Okay,
I
all
don't
right.
think we want to rely too heavily. I think when we're thinking about the other categories, it's what are they most known for.
Okay.
And I think Samus uses a lot of technology to help her.
Yeah.
But the jump seems pretty athletic.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm. Very athletic.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm good with
you
that.
do the song, please? Okay, so Luigi will be a gold medal. Congratulations, Luigi. Silver medal to Miles Morales. And a bronze medal to Samus Aran from Metroid.
And I don't know, did you watch the high jump, Andrew?
No, I missed it.
You didn't see it?
No, I was too busy doing this stupid podcast.
Oh no. See, I actually I don't procrastinate, so I had all this figured out. I did see the event, and there was a do not finish.
Really?
Yeah.
Who didn't finish?
Kirby cheated because he floated his way up, and it's not high float, it's high jump.
Yeah,
He just
that's true. Did they pop him?
actually Kirby's dead now.
Kirby's dead
he
now?
blew away like a balloon.
Oh,
and I
my
was sitting there
God.
in the stands like, I fucking told you. You could
Yeah,
do this.
yeah. And
He's easy.
to hand out the medals, Sam Porter-Bridge. Oh, he's not here
He's
yet.
not here. Sam.
Oh, he's still okay. Everyone, get a line. Get in a queue first. Okay.
He's just looking after Lou.
Yeah.
His baby.
That's the baby,
That's
of course.
BB.
Yes. BB.
BB Bridgers.
Do you want to go to swimming next?
Let's go
How do
swimming.
you feel about swimming?
I feel great about swimming.
Yeah. Okay. Can I volunteer? What are you smiling about?
I think there's a number one with a bullet for swimming for me. And I want to hear what your first pick is.
Well,
Okay, fine. We'll throw some out.
First on the list I had was Dave the Diver.
Oh, Dave the Diver's a great one.
He's a good swimmer. He has a lot of endurance.
Tons of endurance, but 25 meters isn't very long.
No, that's true. Well, it depends how far you get in the game.
And how good is he at swimming without flippers?
I don't know, and we'll never find out. And also, I think the sea people might help him with a little teleportation device. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah,
So
is teleportation legal in the 25-meter swim?
In the video game world, yes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I think Dave the
Tracer
Diver
wins again, I guess.
Dave the Diver's number is just a suggestion.
That's a
for
good
me.
one. No, I like it. I like it.
Do you want to go back and forth, or do you want me to keep
Yeah,
going?
I'm going to go again. I'm going to say this one because it's not my number one pick, but I think it should be in consideration. Sekiro from Sekiro.
Oh,
I
interesting.
know
I
you've
didn't
never
have
played
that.
Sekiro,
Yeah.
but Sekiro, his dash in the water is outrageous. It's almost uncontrollable. And it's one of the fastest I've seen in video games.
Wow, that's pretty good. Okay, I didn't have that one. Donkey Kong is a very good swimmer.
Donkey Kong's a great swimmer. Diddy Kong seems like a great swimmer.
Yeah, 100%.
They're very good at avoiding obstacles in the water.
Right.
Their agility's great.
Yeah, their agility's very good. I have Ecco the Dolphin.
Echo the Dolphin I have as well on my list. Echo the Dolphin is great.
It's going to be a tough one to beat, but I think I have someone even better.
I think I have someone even better, and I think maybe we can say them at the same time.
Sure. 3, 2, 1.
Michael Phelps!
So, of course, Michael Phelps, real Olympian, made a game called Michael Phelps Push the Limit.
Yes.
And, it's going to be hard to beat an
Real
actual
life
dolphin. But
was
Michael
looking-
Phelps is part dolphin.
I was looking for Bruce Jenner's swimming game as well. I couldn't
Yes.
find it anywhere.
Yes.
But Michael Phelps Push the Limit. I think Is it gold? Because Echo, though, is
a dolphin.
is a literal dolphin.
As much as good at swimming as Michael Phelps is, he spends most of his time on the land.
He does.
Not an option for Echo the Dolphin.
He doesn't have
spends time in space, collecting his friends, and spends time in the ocean.
Honestly, Echo the Dolphin could have been considered for high jump as well. He jumped so high that by the time he came down, all of his friends had been zapped from the planet.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
That's a really good point. Wow.
Damn. So gold, I think we have to slot Echo in there.
Yeah, gold is gold is Echo the Dolphin.
Yes.
And no one is more furious about getting a silver medal than Michael Phelps. He's like, I'm not used to this.
For this.
Yeah, 100%.
So silver is Michael Phelps, and then bronze.
Where do you want to go?
So what were the ones that you had?
I had Donkey Kong and Dave the Diver.
Donkey Kong and Dave the Diver. Dave the Diver, I think for an endurance swim, I would consider more. Donkey Kong is very good at agility. I'm gonna push for Sekiro on this one. His dash is outrageous. It's so fast, and he can hold his breath underwater completely. And when he does, he moves even faster. It's pretty impressive.
Maybe Dave can do better at the sushi making competition.
That's true, which is my favorite Olympic sport.
Oh, it's so good. Yeah, absolutely.
Did you watch the swimming competition, Andrew?
No, I missed it.
You missed the swimming competition as well.
Know.
That's so. What were you doing?
I was watching the fencing.
Oh, fencing
was watching biathlon.
Biathlon. Well, that's a Winter Olympic, isn't it? Oh no, sorry. I'm thinking.
Oh no, is biathlon the one? What's the one with the? I guess there's just shooting in summer.
Shooting, yeah, there is, but
there's shoot a gun,
cross country skiing and shooting.
Yeah,
shoot a gun is
right.
Great.
Yes.
Someone from Chicago always wins that one.
Yeah, really, eh? Yeah. If you watch Fox News, yes, you think that.
Yes, you would think that. There was a do not finish. Again, it's surprising that it keeps happening.
So someone drowned?
Yeah, previous gold medal winner Sonic missed the air bubble and drowned in the pool.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and we saw it and we heard the music, but we couldn't see what was going on under the water. We just heard dun 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 dun, and then just a bunch of little bubbles floated to the top.
That's just tough. And then the lifeguards have to they take their big nets and get all the gold coins off the top.
And here's what really pissed me off. And not enough people were talking about this because they're focused on other things. They're trying to like whitewash the Olympics. Yeah. And it's disappointing.
Yeah.
They took the gold coins, went straight to the Olympic Committee.
Right.
And they left this hedgehog corpse in the pool while the race was finished.
That's not good.
It's not.
Still cleaner than the Seine.
Still cleaner than the Seine, but he did shit himself when he did
that. Yeah. So the Seine's like, one hedgehog? Yeah, that's no problem. We have so many dead hedgehog corpses.
So many dead. But yeah, so you didn't watch the swimming, eh?
I didn't.
There was another DNF.
There was two?
There were two DNFs.
Oh my God. One person died. So
more than that.
Oh, no.
I was surprised this happened.
Oh yeah.
But GTA guy from GTA 3 jumped in the pool and immediately drowned.
No.
Yeah.
He should know better than that.
He should know better. He also shot himself.
Oh, did he really?
He did. He did.
Still cleaner than the Seine.
Still cleaner than the Seine. Way cleaner than the Seine.
All right. So those are swimming. Mikey, would you like to do boxing together?
I would love to do boxing together.
This is a very interesting category.
Yes.
Do you want to start?
I'm going to start. I'm going to throw out an obvious pick. A guy who could punch a god to death needs to be considered. Kratos.
This is number one on my top list.
Kratos has to be considered.
Kratos absolutely has to be on there. I have Ryu from Street Fighter.
Ryu is a great puncher. You know what? I didn't even have him on my list, but that's a fantastic pick.
Ryu from Street Fighter.
Jax from Mortal Kombat.
I have Knuckles from Sonic the Hedgehog.
He's gonna puncture through those boxing gloves pretty quick.
Big fists.
And with pointy knuckles on it.
Right,
he
I know.
those things to climb.
It's a birth defect. It's okay.
Well, I think the three-headed penis is a birth defect on Knuckles.
You're
He's
right.
an echidna.
Yeah. I have Big Daddy.
Big Daddy would be dangerous. I also think it would be tough to fit a boxing glove on a drill, but we'll see what we can do.
I don't know. They're amazing what they can do with technology.
It's amazing what they can do with technology.
Abby from Last of Us Part 2.
Similar to that, Arthur Morgan. I feel like he can fucking throw down.
That guy and he's like, they're like boxing gloves. He's like, nah, I'm okay. He just puts on his ranching gloves and he's just like, I'm gonna punch this guy in the head.
He coughs blood on him.
Yeah. One second. Yeah.
It's the tuberculosis.
Hercules from Kingdom Hearts.
I don't think wins because Kratos kills Hercules.
Yeah. They're in the back. He just drags out Hercules' dead cartoon body.
Now what?
Now
what?
There's appetizer. Now who's he? Just points at the Knuckles is like, what the fuck? All three penises just get a wreck like crazy.
What if one didn't?
Yeah. Oh, don't worry about that one.
It'll join the fight.
It's for the best.
That's the cuck one. It has to see what the other two do first. What about Mike Hager?
That's a
from Final
great
Fight.
choice. I didn't even think about
Walks
that.
in there, one fucking suspender, the other very sexily dangling off his body.
God, yeah, he doesn't even care about it. How about Mike Tyson?
God, that's a fucking good pick. How did I not even think about that one?
You had Bo Jackson. We had Michael Phelps.
Michael Phelps. Mike Tyson has to make the realms of real people in. I mean, I guess you could do Tyson Fury as well because he's been in video games before. I don't know if I want to include him in that though. Not when Alexander Usyk is. What about this one? This one's kind of a deeper cut. I don't know if everyone's played this game, but Asura from Asura's Wrath.
I don't know this one.
He punches planets and they explode.
Wow,
that's like a pretty big power.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
Can you imagine if you did that to your head?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it now.
Think about it.
Yeah,
don't think too hard. Your head might explode.
Yeah. I was thinking about. Oh, it just left me. I was thinking about Captain Falcon.
Captain Falcon would be great.
Yeah, because he's got the famous Falcon punch.
He has. It's. Here's the thing. If he misses that Falcon punch, he really leaves himself open.
Yeah. What about Hitmonchan?
Hitmonchan would be great.
Or Machop.
Yeah, I thought about Pokemon for a couple of these, but I hesitate to put them in just because I know they are video game characters, but I always associate them more with
real life. Yeah. I see them every day.
Yeah. What about a gazelle? So that's a good selection of people.
That's a lot of people. Do you have someone that you had on your list that has to be number one? Like that you're like, oh, this is the gold medal.
Honestly, I considered Asura just because of the canon, but time and time again, you don't count out Kratos.
I think it has to be Kratos.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Oh, I had another one that I forgot.
Oh,
fucking Donkey Kong.
Oh, Donkey Kong.
He could throw down.
He's a gorilla.
He's a gorilla.
Yeah.
Try to fuck with him.
Yeah, we just have to teach him the art of boxing, the sweet science.
I don't think you would have to.
No, just his footwork's so good.
If you put or even if it wasn't, if you put, Andrew's giving a little
shuffle,
yeah. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Yeah.
Whooping. Would actually, you know what? What is it? Buzzdrill or whatever the Pokemon?
Oh yeah.
Because he stings like a bee.
He does. So and we could get Butterfree and Beedrill to be together
in his corner.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
He's got both styles just right there.
You said the Hitmonchan one, which is really good. That's the punching one, right?
I believe so. I think Hitmonlee is the kicking one.
Machamp is a good one.
Yeah, I said Machop.
Oh, you did. Okay. So Donkey Kong is up there for consideration. I do want to include. Okay, who wins in a fight? And this is a real question. Okay. Mike Hager or Arthur Morgan?
Mike Hager.
I kind of think so.
Just based on size alone.
Yeah, I agree. And also, boxing's come a long way since the olden days of the Wild West.
Yeah, he would be Queensberry rules.
Yeah, he would do Queensberry rules.
Also, like, Mike Haggard has been invincible, whereas Arthur Morgan succumbed to tuberculosis.
That's why he's coughing blood all over the place.
He's 0-1. Yeah,
he gets the bell rings, and he's like, I'm going to sit this one out.
Yeah, not feeling so good.
Now, who wins? Mike Hager or Abby?
Oh, man.
Does Hager have it in him, because he is the mayor, to
beat the hell out of a woman? Yeah.
Good question.
I think Abby's motivated by blind rage.
I think that's a dangerous thing. Kind of like if you put Donkey Kong in there, you don't have to teach him how to box.
No.
He throws one haymaker, and even if he catches you with a forearm, you're fucking out.
I just laugh so much at the idea that like Donkey Kong tries to like grab you by the leg and throw you around, and the ref's like, hey, corner, one. Look at me. One. He's holding up his hand. One. Getting 1 point. 1 point. And he's just like, and Donkey Kong stands there shamed like, yeah,
I understand.
I understand.
I forgot to explore the rules of this engagement.
I meant to uppercut, and instead I threw him through the ring. I think Abby, but then the next one would be Abby versus Ryu.
Ryu is so iconic.
Ryu is built for this.
Is there space for Abby and Ryu?
In love?
I would hope so.
I hope so. She has such a bad track record. Oh God.
She's got to figure. I think it's her problem at this point.
Yeah. I would go with Ryu over Abby.
I think so. And then
so Ryu will be silver.
I think Ryu is silver.
And then now it gets really, oh man. Knuckles, Big Daddy, Abby, Mike Hager
has the power, but doesn't have the agility and the speed.
I think somebody just misses that one hook, right to the ribs, moves around.
Big Daddies look very off balance. I think if you quickly get around their backside, they might just fall down.
That's true.
And he's not going to, like, the ref's not going to call that a slip because it wasn't.
No,
He just fell down.
he fell down.
And good luck getting back up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very tough.
Got a lot of Submariner armor on there.
You're gonna need a lot of 5-year-old girls to help that guy back up.
Don't we all?
Absolutely. So what do we do?
I think
Mike Haggard? Abby?
I like Hager there.
Yeah, you like
honestly,
Mike Haggard?
But the Abby, I feel like we need representation of Abby. The blind rage helps a lot. Hager is a mayor. He's got an image to upkeep.
Yeah.
He may have an issue in Metro City that he can't even make the Olympics.
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
I'm good with Abby.
Let's go with Abby. Okay,
as
Abby
bronze.
from okay, so light up the song. With the gold medal in boxing. We chose.
No, they won.
They won. Who did we choose?
Boy.
Oh, Kratos from the God of War franchise. In the silver medal, we have Ryu. And
I'm Ken. I'm so pissed.
actually, everyone's got kind of a version of them, like a little person next to them that they're like very disappointed by.
Yeah.
Ken. And then the bronze medal with Ellie being like, God damn it. We have Abby from Last of Us Part 2.
That's great. Boxing, one of my favorite events. Did you watch the boxing?
In the Olympics?
Yeah.
In the real Olympics or the video game Olympics?
The real Olympics, which we're talking about right now.
Oh, no, I missed it.
Oh, you missed it. What were
Yeah.
you doing?
I was watching the javelin.
Oh, the javelin's a great one.
I was watching the heptathlon.
I remember
Which
watching.
sounds like a disease.
That is, I think Arthur Morgan succumbed to heptathlon by the end of it.
heptathlon.
There was a do not finish.
In the boxing? How is that possible?
Well, he could not finish the match because he got disqualified.
Oh, he got
Yeah.
disqualified.
Leon S. Kennedy got in the ring and roundhouse kicked a guy. Like, these aren't the fucking rules, dude. You can't use your feet. You can't use your feet.
That was the tough part about Donkey Kong. They're like, which one's the hands? Which one's the
are the
feet?
hands? We don't
they
even
all
know.
have opposable thumbs.
Donkey Kong I had a lot of money on, but he just kind of sat in the ring just like swinging his arm, like loading up that one punch.
Yeah. I did like that he dressed like Erwin R. Scheister and wore a necktie to the ring. That's a callback to last episode.
Where was his suitcase, though?
Yeah, the metal suitcase. Yeah.
He'd be so adorable with the suitcase.
That'd be good. That would be a Halloween costume for Donkey Kong. In a
a
heartbeat.
great
Yeah.
one.
With
A great one. He
glasses.
doesn't even have to buy a new tie. Let's go gymnastics.
Gymnastics sounds great.
This, I feel like, is one that we were saving a lot of our other picks for, potentially.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw it out there because we talked about him already. Mario has to be in consideration.
Oh, that's interesting. I actually didn't even have him on here.
Oh.
This is the second last event that
Yes.
we have so far because we've got gymnastics and then archery.
Yeah.
Okay. Mario, that's good. I didn't even have Mario on there. I'm going to say Nathan Drake.
Nathan Drake is the upper body strength of a gorilla.
Absolutely.
He can carry himself. I think similarly, Ezio seems to be as agile as Nathan Drake.
We've brought her up many times. I'm going to say Faith Connors from Mirror's Edge.
Faith Connors, this might be the one.
This might be the one.
This is the one I was thinking of, but we can't look past Lara Croft.
Lara Croft's a great one.
Yeah.
I have her on somewhere else as well. Not that it has to be, but I'm
Okay.
saying
Sure.
just so we have to. I'm going to say the Prince from Prince of Persia.
Prince of Persia is a great one. Tons of back. Actually, it's a fantastic
Very
one.
agile.
I didn't have the Prince from Prince of Persia, especially, I mean, if we're looking at the original Prince of Persia, that's like Arthur Morgan boxing Queensberry rules,
Yeah.
but like the more recent Princes of Persia,
Yeah.
he doing backflips all over the goddamn place.
100%. I also have Ryu Hayabusa from Ninja Gaiden.
Oh, Ninja Gaiden is a good one. I feel like he would definitely be able to compete, but he's so serious that he may take it so seriously, and he's not going to take off his leather outfit that he wears.
Yeah, that's tough. That's a hindrance. For
That's
sure.
a hindrance. He can perform in it, but it's definitely like it's gonna hold him back.
I have another one.
Yeah,
but we'd have to convince them.
Okay,
because I don't think they're like, I'm like, we've picked you for the Olympics, and he's like, I think it's a good idea.
Yeah,
and I'll be like, we have you for gymnastics. He goes, oh god damn it, I'm tough. I'm fear. I'm the knight. No, Batman, you're a good gymnast.
Oh, Batman, he's a great gymnast.
He's such a good gymnast, but I think he's like, what's the competition? Break the neck of many criminals, and you're like, nah, dude, you got to get on the pommel horse.
Gymnastics, dude.
You got to get on the pommel horse. He goes, that horse needs to be like tamed and broken. No, it's not a real horse, dickhead. Yeah, I think Batman would be a very good gymnast.
A good one to consider. I'm gonna also throw this one out there. The Wii Fit trainer.
Oh my god, I didn't even think about that.
I mean, probably is training most of these other gymnasts.
Yes, that's true. I like the idea too that it's like monsters, dolphins, gorillas competing. A faceless, nameless competition. I think people would shriek in terror.
A gray outline of human being. Looks like an undressed Slender Man.
Just walking out like, hello, and everyone's like, ah! What the fuck? Yeah, it's so
Just
happy.
give it the medal and let it go.
Is it from the moon too?
Oh yeah, honestly, probably would represent the moon.
Yes, moon people.
Do you have any other?
No, that's it. That's the 6 I got.
So I have one that I not a new pick, but I kind of think gold has to go to one of the climbers, the agile. It's an Ezio or it's a Nathan Drake or it's Lara Croft from
Lara Croft's a really good one.
My gut tells me Ezio. I don't know about you.
Or the Prince of Persia too.
Oh fuck, Prince of Persia. I think you're right. I think Prince of Persia.
I like Prince of Persia to go gold because I also like Ezio for silver.
I'm down.
How do you
with
feel
that.
about that?
I feel like that. Ezio representing Italy, we can say that.
Yeah, we can
Prince
say
of
that.
Persia representing Iran.
I think they would rather we don't give it a country. I think that whole game developing was like, we don't.
No, but Persia became Iran, didn't it?
It became a couple different
Geographically?
countries.
Okay.
It's more of a cultural thing. And it's one that I don't know enough to speak about out loud.
That's true.
Yeah.
Please don't hear what I'm saying and think I'm being offensive.
Nothing
I don't know
saying
anything.
is I'm an idiot. I don't know what I'm talking about. And I mean no offense by anything. I was just trying to be helpful.
So we've got Prince of Persia for gold.
Yes. Yes, Prince of Persia for gold. Let's do Ezio for silver. By the way, Ezio representing Italy this time. It depends on the game.
Yes.
He could be representing England, America.
But I don't think that's Ezio, is it? I think it changes.
Oh, you're
every
right.
time.
It would be a
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
character. It's always that stupid idiot, but it's
always Duncan. Whatever the fuck is this?
Duncan Idaho from Dune. And then this time it's
You're
gonna
telling me this is a video game? Yeah, why don't you walk around these fluorescently lit offices while you could instead
We're missing the files that give all the secrets. I'll find the files.
Is it on top of the Dome of the Rock? Like, what? Shut up.
I want to go to Japan. Relax. You're going to Japan. And people are really
mad about it. I kind of want to stick with Wii Fit Trainer as bronze. I like that pick. I feel like for a realistic perspective, they have a lot to offer.
I think that's probably true where they're in the best shape. Faith is the one that I'm kind of like, man, always a bridesmaid because she was so good in so many things, but I don't know if she's going to get a medal.
If there were an Olympic medal for parkour.
Yeah, which just wait.
There's
a breakdancing one now, so
cool.
Yeah, you got to imagine they're like, and the bronze medal, Faith, and in the corner somewhere, Batman's like, what the fuck? You told me to show up for this. I'm like, you didn't medal, and he goes, this is bullshit.
I broke the horse, and the pommel horse is just in pieces.
Yeah, the two hanging rings is shaped like a noose now. What the fuck, Batman?
Scarecrow has a noose, and I don't like the look of it. Are we good with bronze Wii Fit Trainer?
Yeah, I'm totally okay with that. So,
did you watch the gymnastics?
No, I didn't.
You missed that too?
I did. I was watching the decathlon.
Oh, the decathlon's a good one.
It is a very good one. Those are the best athletes probably in the games.
The decathlons must be. That's a very
really
impressive
different
feat.
sports. Yeah,
I was impressed with the lineup for gymnastics. There was a DNF though.
How so? They didn't make the mat? Like, what happened?
You say that as a joke. Smash Boy from Tetris,
Smash Boy,
wrote himself into this competition, but just couldn't move anywhere.
See, I disagree. The one thing he would have been really good at.
You can't disagree with a DNF.
Well, he probably tried to sign up for the floor routine. Bad call for Smash Boy.
Yeah.
But if he had done the trampoline,
that would be great.
Just up and down,
up and down,
up and down, because he's very good at that.
He actually. So you did watch the trampoline one?
I did,
because he did compete, and he didn't win a medal, which was unfortunate.
Yeah, that's too bad. Well, he didn't do anything; he just went up and down.
They did give him the award. I didn't actually know that the Olympic Committee could do this, but they gave him the Tom Petty Award.
Okay,
for free falling.
Oh yeah, that's what he's doing. Yeah, the Tom Petty Award. Yeah,
for free falling.
Yeah, and of course the very prestigious Tom Petty Award goes to Smash Boy.
It's also a platinum medal.
Yeah,
because of how many times Tom Petty won platinum.
All right, sing the song. The gold medal goes to Prince of Persia from Unnamed Origins. The silver medal goes to Ezio from Assassin's Creed 2. And the bronze goes to Wii Fit Trainer from the moon.
What a competition that was.
What a competition.
From the moon. To the moon, as some people say.
To the moon, yes. Ralph Cramden.
From
the Honeymooners. Don't ask me why I know that one. All right.
It's a good name.
Yeah, I got the character's name from the Honeymooners.
That's what I do.
Don't know calculus.
That's what I do with Anusol when I got hemorrhoids.
You say to the moon?
No, I say crammed in.
Are you Ralph Cramden?
Ralph Cramden.
You know what's so funny? I don't know what you're talking about, and I don't want to ask any follow-up questions.
Are you sure?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm available
I'm
to talk.
so sure.
I'm available off mic, maybe.
Yeah, maybe a Patreon episode.
Yeah. Okay.
And the last of the 6 categories we're going to be doing is archery.
Archery's great.
So you think, how many video game characters could there be for archery? Let me tell you, there are tons.
There are too many,
Oh my God.
arguably.
Wanna go back and forth?
I think we'll go back and forth. I'm going to say one that I feel pretty strongly about. Link, always known for carrying a
Has
bow.
to be on there.
Link's got to be considered.
Absolutely. This is where I had Lara Croft from the newer games.
Lara Croft's a great one.
Yeah.
Very good with a bow.
Yeah, very good with the
I've
bow.
got Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn.
Aloy from absolutely a great one. I've got Ellie from
Ellie from The
Last of Us Part 2.
Ellie is a fantastic choice.
Do you have any more?
No, I don't.
I got tons.
Okay,
Jin from Ghost of Tsushima.
that's a good one.
I have AJ Gale from Far Cry 4.
Oh, cool. I didn't even know that person's name.
I have Hawkeye from the Avengers.
Okay.
That's what he does.
Okay. He's a comic book character.
Not allowed to do it?
I mean, if
We
he's
gave a
taking
medal to
part-
Miles Morales.
It's again, this is not us. This is the committee. So
This committee has a lot of power in your head, eh?
they are the power.
Ah.
Have you heard of the Illuminati?
Briefly.
Let me illuminate you on their power.
And it is expansive.
Handing out
and-
medals.
Yeah.
That's about it.
My last one's going to be the Green Arrow from Justice.
Sure. I like that one. No, that's good. Green Arrow's not good.
He's great.
You know what? He's so good at
He's the
arrows.
best.
He's so good at arrows. This
fun
one was
little
one that
mustache.
I really thought we would have 24. But there aren't as many characters who are known for their bows and arrows.
I guess
that I
so.
realized,
I
yeah.
feel like I got a lot. Though.
Jin is a great one as
Yeah.
well. Who do you have any strong feelings about Gold for this one?
Like, based on reputation, it's Link.
Okay.
But I don't know if he's the best.
I think the one thing Link hasn't done to prove himself is take down Metal Tyrannosaurus Rex with it bow and arrow.
Yeah.
And that's
Almost
something-
exclusively.
I don't know if anyone on that list has done that before, but let me think about it.
Ellie?
Metal T-Rexes, there are a few.
Oh,
of
no,
them.
wait. No,
Well, those
no, I
are
don't
filing
think-
cabinets.
Those are filing cabinets. Right. Those are filing
And she doesn't
cabinets.
shoot them. She looks through them while bad things are going on.
And bad things are going on. And she also is a clever girl.
She is.
She is.
She is the pinnacle clever girl of the Last of Us universe.
The funniest joke they could ever do is that Ellie does something really badass and some really chauvinistic, like large man just goes, clever girl, and can't get girl out before his jaw's ripped off his face. Like,
That would
clever
be amazing.
girl.
That would be
Oh my
unbelievable.
God.
Yeah, I've been thinking about going back and playing The Last of Us Part 2 again. That game kicks so much ass.
I want to play it before the new season comes out.
Yeah.
Which they're filming.
I'm thinking Gold is Aloy.
Yeah, I think that's. I love this choice. I'm a big proponent for those games. So
And then that puts Silver as Link.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Just so the people don't come after us.
Okay.
Then the third one, that's when it gets very interesting. Because like Lara Croft, Jin, Ellie, I'm all good with.
Which one?
How can we keep Green Arrow? How can we keep Green Arrow out of that bronze?
It's Hawkeye.
Kate Bishop.
Kate Bishop. It's a hard one because they're all very good with bows, but are they known for their bows? You can
But
play
it's
the
not-
whole. Yeah, sorry.
It's not known for. You know what I mean?
True,
It
true,
is
true.
who
It's
is excellent
best.
at
Who's
them.
best?
Jin?
It might be Jin.
Yeah, because Lara Croft is okay.
Lara Croft
and so is Ellie, but that's like, it gets down there before you start using that bow and arrow.
And we're talking about going up against militia as opposed to the Huns.
yeah, right. Is
Which is-
Mulan on here? No, Mulan's not on here.
Mulan's not on there.
Damn it. Maybe Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts. Hey, we can always go back to Kingdom Hearts. Who knows?
Probably.
I like that. I like that a lot, actually.
Jin?
Okay.
Okay.
Jin's a good pick.
Well, there we go. With the gold medal. The gold medal. We're using Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn. I need to think about that every time. Link, Breath of the Wild. Let's go with. And then Jin, Ghost of Tsushima in the bronze.
Representing Japan.
Feudal Japan.
Feudal Japan. It's a separate flag.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
separate-
It's
yeah.
a whole. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a whole thing.
I like that a lot. Did you watch the event?
Oh, Mikey, no.
I know you were excited about it.
I was so excited about it, and I missed it completely.
What happened?
I unfortunately didn't go to France.
So you thought I couldn't watch this on TV? This was on televised, so that
It was untelevised. Yeah,
Yeah.
Too powerful for television. Too many state secrets.
Too many state secrets. The Illuminati was behind
The
it all.
Illuminati were there.
I did watch it though. I was there.
You were there.
I was there.
Wow.
Yeah.
How'd it go?
It was a good tournament. Yeah,
that's
I
good.
thought Aloy looked great. She was
Yeah.
sliding around. She wasn't even standing still. Jin looked
Too bad
pretty
about the
good.
disgusting facial hair of hers, but yeah.
That's the peach fuzz is gross.
disgusting.
It's like take one of those arrows and shave off that peach
Yeah,
fuzz. You know what I
100%.
mean? But
Yeah.
don't shave because that's gross.
Yeah, mirror. She just, yeah.
Yeah, there was a DNF.
Mikey,
What?
how is that possible? There was a DNF in
There was
archery?
a DNF. Yeah.
Wow.
Hanzo was taking part, but I was controlling him, so he didn't hit anything.
He didn't hit a single
Didn't hit
thing.
a single thing.
Oh, well, luckily when he ulted, he didn't ult because you weren't good enough.
I didn't even
Get
build up all. I
out
kept
of
dying.
here. Oh my
I
goodness.
kept
I
dying.
didn't even think about Hanzo.
Ellie also was a DNF
Yeah.
because the judge kind of snickered and she just went straight for his throat instead.
You ripped it up with your teeth. And somebody off camera was just like, Jesus, Ellie.
Jesus Christ.
Ellie, come on.
Ellie. Jesus.
I am so excited for the second season of Last of Us.
I cannot wait.
There was
I
a-
can't wait so that I can let this secret go that I have inside of me.
There was a set photo of a cottage in the hills, and I went, uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Oh, no.
Oh boy.
I know exactly what that is.
Yeah.
Yes, I can't wait for that to let go. But those are the Olympics. And
You know
the
what I need more from The Last of Us season 2?
What?
People looking through filing cabinets. We should focus on that.
Yeah,
more.
yeah, finding half pairs of scissors.
yeah,
Things like that.
Yeah. A little bit of cloth.
A little bit called rubber bands. I can't wait. Yeah, Pedro Pascal to be like, great, rubber bands. And just say that and just walk off camera and just like, hell yeah, brother.
Also, are they finding like, because you can get, when you pick up in The Last of Us the materials, it doesn't always fill like a wheel to say like you have enough of this to make something.
Yeah.
Are people just cutting up water bottles?
That's a good point.
Cloth, I get it. We
Cloth,
haven't
I get.
filled enough,
Yes.
enough. But scissors also, if you have to make a bat with a bunch of scissors in it, you need a lot of scissors.
Mm-hmm.
Make a Molotov cocktail, you need one bottle.
Yeah.
Are you
One.
building it together shard by shard of glass?
Yeah. You're going to your kiln. Yeah, that's a very good point. Well, the closing ceremonies are now upon us. And from the top. Wow, a lot of gold medals were handed.
A lot of gold.
Equal number of silver and bronze too.
That's surprising to me. Didn't
Yeah.
have my bet on that.
No, I know. I lost. Yeah,
Because when I was
watching.
watching the NCAA championships, only one
Oh my God.
championship was given out to Joakim Noah and the Florida Gators.
Joakim Noah.
Are you
Joakim Noah.
Joakim Noah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
You said Joakim, because I said that the first
Yeah, and I made fun of you for
And
it.
you made fun
of
No, you didn't. You just very condescendingly said, Joakim.
Joakim, I think.
Joakim.
Joakim Noah? Joakim
Joakim.
Noah?
I think
Yeah.
it's Joakim.
Well, if you came here for the Olympics,
You excited for the next Todd Phillips movie? The Joakimir? Joakimer?
Joakim Noah Duffel. If you came here for the Olympics, you came here for video games, or you came here for the 2007 Florida Gators, I hope you enjoyed yourself. And we can't wait to talk to you soon because we love every single one of you. My name's Andrew Bascom. With me as always, the bad boy podcasting, Mr. Bebop himself.
Mikey Aaronworth.
The Bebop, of course, stands for basketball. This is the Retrograde podcast.
Game over.
But only for like a very specific period of college basketball.
Furnished by Sad Styles Productions.
We're Ross Ribley-auditing the NES.